Hello. How you doing? Welcome to the replay. Welcome to Daily Fuel. My name is Bobby, and I am the host of this group, Art Fueled Life. So, yeah. What's going on? If you're watching in the replay, which I guess you are because it still says 0 people are here. So that means you're in the replay. If you're watching in the replay, then let me know that you're in the replay. You can write a comment. You can write a hashtag. You can write any hashtag that you like. Hashtag I am in the replay. Hashtag anything at all. Make one up because apparently I can't make one up. It's been a year now and I still haven't made up any good ones. So you guys make them up. I like seeing the hashtags. They're funny when they're funny. When they're not funny, they're not funny. That's what funny means. Let's see. If you're live, then you can start commenting right away. You can comment now. You can comment later. You can comment the whole time that we're live, and including when I'm doing my spiel. And I'm going to ignore the comments, but then I'm going to read my spiel, and then when I come back, I'm going to read the comments. And that's my favorite part. So let's see, Robin, you're the first commenter of the day. Hello. Hi, everyone, and especially Bobby. Yes. See, this is how this is a master class in commenting on my lives. You say hello to everybody, of course. I mean, be polite. And then you say hello especially to me because I need that. I need that recognition. So thank you for that. Amy says hello. This is not how you say hello. Not how you do it. See, this is not how you do it. Nope. Maybe This is also not. See, now you just ruined everything, Robert. This is not how you comment. This should be a full sentence. Hello, groupies. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Evening, FLB, and everyone else. See, that's a good one. That's a great one. See, excellent. Ray, you've gone to the lead. Hooray, Daily Fuel. Hello, Bobby, and all of the other artists present. That's a good one too. Hello, Kelly. How are you? And Robin says, I hope I will not be the only one on here. No, you're not. And Danielle's here. Hey, everybody. Hey, Danielle. How are you? Okay, let's forget about talking to you people, and I'm going to start. Hello, oh great Bobby and Underlands. That's better. Better. I like it. Now let's go. We're starting. I see you, Brandy. Hello. Okay. Force is not required. Not required. I'm noticing hang on, guys. I need a drink. I'm noticing a thing with so if you don't know, I'm making a movie, right? Because I've been talking about that. So I'm making a movie. I'm in the writing phase right now. I'm also, while I'm writing, I'm also imagining what everything's going to look like. So I'm kind of designing sets and I'm designing what the characters are going to look like. I know if you've seen the other characters from the TV show or from my graphic novel, I'm blending the two worlds into one, and I'm kind of creating a whole new slew of characters based on the characters I've already created. So they're going to look different, but they're going to be kind of the same in general, but different. So that was completely clear, I'm sure. So I'm realizing that as I'm doing this, I have a tendency to want to force things to completion. If I could just get to this part, then I can move on to that part, and really it's like I'm like foreseeing all the way to the end of this thing where it's just like I just want to be at the end of it because I want to see the movie. I just want to watch it and I want to be at that point. And so I thought of that today, and I was like, wow, I really have to be aware of that, which luckily I am because I've been practicing that kind of self-awareness and observational thing, and thinking about what that means for me. So I came up with 3 things, obviously. And number 1 is the ego just wants to get to the end. The ego likes that, right? And number 3 is going to be kind of a funny paradox to this. So number 1 is the ego just wants to get to the end. Because that's where the prize is. When you get to the end of the project, when you get to the end of the thing, it's like, yes, I did it. Here it is. Look at me. I'm amazing, right? That's what the ego wants. The ego just wants to get there already. And that can kind of... that can get you to skip steps. That can get you to do not your best work, because sometimes you need to take a little more care. You need to take more iterations. You need to let things sit for a little while, and then look at them again. I can remember this with making the TV show. When I was making the TV show Planet Bonehead, I didn't have a lot of time. We had deadlines and we had to get things done, and also I had a lot of other things going on. So it was like we'd write the script, and I would schedule when the actors and I were going to do the voices, and it was like once the voices were done, that was it. There were no changes because getting everyone together again was a pain in the ass. So it was like I had to make sure that and I only had so much time to write the script because then I had to get to the animating. So it was kind of like just make quick decisions and get to the end. And with the movie, I'm not doing that. I'm really trying to figure out, like, first of all, what the hell do I want to say with this thing? Because I have been changing themes left and right. It's like, it could be about this, or I could be saying this, or this could be the point, And it's like I want it to be a cool movie, and I want it to be fun, and I want it to be funny, and I want there to be some action in it, and all the stuff. But at the end of the movie, I want people to be like, I get it. The point was this thing, and I keep circling around different points, and I realized that at first I was like, man, I gotta be careful of this because my ego will just send me off in wild goose chases, and I'll never narrow it down. I just gotta pick one and go with it. And then I was like, you know what? I don't think that's the case. I think what's happening is I forgot to put the dog away. Can you hear that? I realized what's happening is that each new round that I do is building upon what I did before. And it's I'm enjoying the process of it because I'm getting in deeper and deeper and deeper. It's kind of like the way I did Daily Fuel, where I would build upon and build upon and build upon. But I wasn't trying to get anywhere with that. I was just like, let's talk about this crap today. With this, I want to make a finished thing. So it's like, eventually I'm going to have to draw the line somewhere, but the ego just wants to get there already because that's where the prize is. So that's number one. And number two is the ego falls in love with all of its own ideas. And once you have are you like me? Are you like me? I get an idea in my head and I'm just like, it's amazing. What a great idea that is. And then I get so in love with it that I will make things work to make my idea work, even though this is what I meant by don't try to force it. Even though at some point I realize I'm probably trying to force this idea because I had a great idea and this idea just has to work, because if it doesn't work, then the ego thinks it's a loser, So the ego falls in love with all its own ideas, partially to get to the end. That's also, these two kind of go hand in hand. It's like, I've got a great idea. It's great. We don't have to work on it. I don't need any input. I don't need your opinion. And let's just go with it, So I want to get to the end. But also the ego thinks in finite terms. And when the ego gets a great idea or latches on to a great idea, even if it wasn't your idea, right? When the ego latches on to a great idea, there's that worry that I might never have another idea this good again. This is it. This is the pinnacle of ideas, the zenith of ideas, and when you leave an idea behind to move on to another one, the ego can kind of take it personally. So you got all of that to grapple with, and at the same time, it's kind of like you don't want to get into that paralysis by analysis thing where you're just looking at all the ideas and you can't decide on anything. You gotta learn what the difference is. So this isn't about that. This is about this today, because today what I'm realizing is I can't settle on an idea, and I'm allowing myself the process to play with them and to massage them and to really just kind of discover where each one takes me. Because I'm noticing that it's not like I'm not just abandoning ideas and going down a completely different path. What's happening in this process is I'm getting deeper and deeper and deeper into something really, really cool. And then I think this is good enough. And then I think of I think of another layer to it. And I'm like, that makes it even better, So the ego wants me to get to the end, but I want to see this process through. And then the third one, since I'm onto paradoxes lately, the third one is a complete paradox. And so you'll recall that number one was the ego wants to get to the end. Number three is the ego does not want to get to the end. The ego doesn't want to get to the end because the end and the ego in the beginning wants to get to the end because it imagines what the end is going to be like. Oh, I've made the movie, prizes and Oscars and red carpets and seeing it in theaters or just whatever. I'm thinking big. But as you start progressing, now the ego is afraid of the end because, what if not Oscars? What if no red carpets? What if crickets? What if nobody even buys a DVD of it? What if people watch it on Vimeo and give it 5 thumbs down? What if, So the ego starts to avoid getting to the end, and that's where everything that I just talked about all that stuff could just continue happening, except for more nefarious reasons. Now, instead of allowing yourself to go through this process of exploring this idea and exploring that idea, your ego will just send you on wild goose chases so that you never pick anything. Man, it's hard being a human and named Bobby, especially. I don't know about you, but it's hard. you got a lot of crap to deal with and sift through and figure out. But I think we can all do it. And anyway, that's how I'm doing it. So force is not required. Don't try to force your way into anything. And if you feel that you need another day to massage an idea or to just kind of explore new ones, or even to allow yourself to just completely put that idea on the shelf and let me just start over from scratch, you're allowed to do that. So let's go to the comments and see what you people have to say. I saw all these hellos. I saw this one come in just as I was starting. Hello, Bobby. Hello, Brandy. How are you? Hello, everyone. See, that's good. I like that. She said hello to me, and then you guys. So Cruise says, set your cruise control and stay off the gas pedal. Yeah, that's a good analogy. I like that, right? Okay, I like that. I don't need to explain what that means. You got it. Richard is here. Sup, gang? What's up, man? How are you? Nice to see you. How you feeling? How are you feeling? I hope that you're recovering well. Richard had a thing a few weeks ago. Amy, I quite like the sound of the dog walking by. Do you? That's great. Robin says it's not great when you're under it in real life. Maybe the sound of it through the microphone is nicer, but in actual life, the sound directly from the wood to my ears is just, you know what it is? It's not a bad sound. It's not an annoying sound. And when I'm working throughout the day, I don't really notice it. It's when I'm doing the live that it's very loud and it's distracting to me when I'm trying to I'm trying to channel brilliance here, and I got dogs walking on my head. It's come on, can't do it. Robin, no, I saw that already. Robin, maybe different points are different movies. Ooh, Robin thinks like me. Perhaps I don't know about movies making them, so maybe that's a Kraz. Maybe that's a Kraz. Oh my god. There's going to be another comment that just says idea. There's not. Oh, point. But then again, maybe not. No. Maybe that's a crazy point. No, it's not crazy. Because the funny thing is, have you ever seen a movie and at the end of the movie they do like that little setup for how there could be a sequel to it? I've already thought of like 15 different ways I could have a scene like that. And I'm just like, man, there are too many options. A lot of them are lame, but some of them are pretty good. Peter says, that hair. My hair? Fire? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try. What are you going to do? Robin, we talked about that before, about the thinking maybe there will never be a better idea that I will come up with. I'm sure we did. I repeat myself. So clinging or doubting sometimes or often begins. We talked about this. I'm sure. Yeah. It's all the same stuff. Abraham likes to say, people will say to Abraham, oh, I have a question. And they're like, that's okay, because we only have one answer. And it's true. Everything they say is really the same thing, just different ways. And that's what we do here. We talk about a lot of the same things just from different angles and different sides. And really, the movie is the same thing. I'm just coming up with a different way to say the same crap. Not the crickets. Not the crickets. Not... Did I say something? I don't remember if I said... I probably said something about crickets and you're referring to it and I don't remember it, so... Sorry. Kelly. All right. Hang on a second. You are experimenting... You are experimenting with your curious, hardest inspirations. You are source energy wanting to live out all those experiences. Yeah, right? Maybe we only think we have to choose one. Perhaps you could make a series of movies that aren't pre or sequels, but parallel universes, and then you can play all the stories out and make all your points. That is so funny that you said that, because when I was working on the graphic novel version of Quantasy, the idea there was that if you recall, there was a guy that looked like me, Fuel, and there was Marty the robot. Do you remember seeing the drawings of them? My original idea was that Fuel was going to be this guy on adventures and Marty was his buddy. And Marty went from universe to universe to universe on different adventures with different Fuels. So in every world they went to, it was like different people. Sometimes the bad guy in this universe was his best friend in this universe. And it was like, and I might do that in movies, but I'm working on the one. And it's interesting because I kind of combined the people from Planet Bonehead with the people from Quantasy into like new characters. But that's definitely a possibility. I am not leaving anything off limits with this. No rules. It isn't easy being green. A quote by Kermit. I say to myself all the time. Yeah, it's not easy being me. Right? What is that? A yucky face? Why are you making yucky faces? Did you mean frogs? I see the frogs. I can see you in your studio stringing ideas together like the guy on the conspiracy theory. It's true. I never understood the boards, though, with the string. Like, I never got the string. You see that in movies and stuff all the time. I've never understood, like, what is the string for? I understand it's like connecting and stuff, but just do it on a whiteboard and draw lines. I don't get it. But that my brain doesn't work that way. But yeah, I'm kind of like that. I got my whiteboards everywhere, and I'm constantly writing things on them. And then I'll take pictures of them because I need to erase them to write the next round. And I swear to God, I never look at the pictures again because my brain is just already on to the next thing. Enjoy the moment, says Amy. Flow through the light bulb ideas. Thank you, Amy. That's kind of the point of this, is that I feel like I'm just going through the motions of the moments of this because, I think I forgot to say this. So thank you. Why am I making the movie? I wrote this in the beginning of the thing and I skipped it. Why am I making the movie? Because I am enjoying the process of making the movie. I like doing this. This is so much fun to me. Doing this is amazing. But my ego at this point just wants to get to the end, But so why do we skip things along to get to the end of the thing that we want to be doing? I don't know. Because we're weird. Amy Tyler, I think it's interesting. Brings human interest. Did I skip something? I did. Sorry. Especially when I have me struggles. All right. What did you say? It's not easy being green, especially when I have me struggles. We all have me struggles, right? You're no different, Robin, and your struggles. Everybody's the specifics of everybody's struggles might be different. Well, I'm dealing with this thing, and and some people's may seem relatively better or worse than other people's, but we all have the things that we deal with on top of the things that we want to achieve. I think that. I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Victoria is here. Hello. I can't click on this. Hello, Victoria. How are you? Popping in to say hi. Hi, Bobby. Hi, all. There you go. That's how you do it. Nice to see you. I'm glad that you're here. Hope you're well. Ray says, Kel's dog barks the whole time. Take what you can get. Yeah, Kelly's dog just barks the whole time. She's live, right? Yeah, my dog. Luckily, my dog doesn't bark that much, but when she does bark, it's hard to get her to stop. Like, usually, if somebody were to knock on the door or something like that, she would bark. But other than that, she doesn't like walk around the house just barking, luckily. Richard says, we find a treasure chest. On top of it is a book. The book is open and the pages are blowing over. The pages are the experience of our life, but we just want to know what's in the treasure chest. Wow, that's pretty interesting there. I like that. All right, I like that. I'll let that sit. No force required because Source knows just how to float our boats. Yeah. That's it. When we try to force things, we end up kind of screwing it up, don't we? Don't things go more easily when we don't try to force it? Doesn't the treasure chest open when we don't skip the book? It's like you take that book Richard mentioned, you throw that away because it's a book. Who gives it? It's like getting a birthday present and a card on top, and you're like, I gotta open the card and read it first because they're looking at me, and then it's like, no, happy birthday, love, and good. Now open the present, right? But the book is like that too, except the book is your life. And the treasure chest is some prize that you think you want, and for 5 minutes you're like, yes! Right? You got it, and you're like all excited about it. And then you're just like, the next day you're like, oh, I still got this thing. Yeah, awesome. And then the next day it's just a part of your life now. And then next thing you know, it's a phone that you have. And remember your first iPhone, your first smartphone? It was like amazing, right? Now it's like this thing you're addicted to and you wish you could put it down, but you can't. And we don't remember where we put the book. Where's the book? Making the movie is the book. Making your art is the book. Making the day-to-day thing is the book. Open your eyes. Smell the roses, right? That's that whole thing. Oh, you guys are smart. Hello, Bobby. No, she said hello. I thought we were back at the beginning of the live again. Hell, Bobby, keep it going. Look how many Marvel and DC movies and series and spin-offs there are. Have an entire Bobbyverse. Yeah, I like that. Why... Why is this happening? I really, really do like that. And actually, I'm thinking in those terms. So thank you for that, Brandy. Brandy says, Facebook user. Who's the Facebook user? Where are we? We find a treasure chest. There's Brandy. Hello, Bobby. Stephanie. Oh, Stephanie, you're showing up as a Facebook user. Do me a favor, Stephanie. Click that link again, will you? It's somewhere. Brandy Pryor, Bobbyverse. Oh my God, I love it. Yeah, me too. I love it. Thank you. Robin, my comment about we talked about it before was not a criticism. Oh, I didn't take it as one. But I was thinking that it is interesting how things in our lives often bump up against the very way of thinking. And the funny thing is that I almost never know what the answer is. Wait, what was the question? Often bump up against the very way of thinking, and the funny thing is, I almost never know what the answer is. Okay, well, I don't remember what the question was, but we talk about these things a lot. Was your comment earlier, and we do, and I understand that wasn't a criticism, but you don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the question is. so I will move on. Amy says, I think the excited child in us just wants to get to the prize gift at the end, but the adult has to do the work. So there's an excited bunny getting frustrated with the adult that has to work through the process of it all. That's one way of looking at it, because certainly there is sometimes we sense the prize at the end of this process, and we just want the prize, But other times, the prize is actually the process, the work. The work is the prize. Yeah, I want to have the finished movie, and yeah, I want to have all the accolades and the stuff that goes with that. But I'm not going to get to that point, right? Here's the point. Let's say I make this movie, and it's just like amazing, right? And I win Oscars, and I win whatever else you win, and I make millions of dollars, and now I'm Bobby Donahue, the art guy that makes movies. And by the way, I've made myself that. I won't become that because the movie comes out. I've made myself that, and now I'm making the movie. That's how I am thinking of it. So But when I get to that point, and now it's like, like the person on E with the red carpet comes with the microphone and wants to shove it in my, who are you wearing? Right? That's not the prize. The prize is that now I get to go make the next one. You know what I'm saying? So there's no point in hurrying up making this one just so I can go to the next one, because then if that becomes my habit, I'll be making that one, hurrying up to go make the one after that. Does that make sense? So you have to figure out how the prize is what you're doing now. As Richard said, the prize isn't in the treasure chest. The treasure chest is just the thing that the book was on. The book is the prize. Read it. Read the book. Genius, Kelly. Yeah, Kelly. I don't remember what Kelly said. Perhaps a mantra of savor this for when we feel our ego is rushing us through. I'm going to try it. Savor. That's a really good word. Sometimes savoring is that word that reminds you that going slow can be fun, right? That's good. I like that, savoring. The beauty, says Victoria, is in the journey of things. It's hard to remember that when we're wanting the conclusion. Exactly. You guys are getting this. We're all on the same page. Being in the flow with intention and without expectations will always carry us across the waters of life. And that's the interesting thing, is that when you think about the waters of life, when you're flowing on that thing, there's no end to it. Right? It just keeps flowing. It's not like you get to the end of the river one day and you're just like, oh, I'm here. I guess I'll just stand here and do nothing for the rest of my life. No, you're going to move on to the next thing, or you'll get on a boat and get in the next river or whatever. There's no end. Stephanie Cathan is the Facebook user. Well, yeah, I know that, but now who's the Facebook user that wrote that? Is it also Stephanie Cathan? Where do all my comments go? Stephanie Cathan is the Facebook user, said Stephanie Cathan. Okay, cool. See, I thought that this was yet another person writing that to me. You're confusing me today, Stephanie. Yes, the amazing Bobbyverse. Genius. Cool. I like it too. Every day is a learning day. Every day. Every day. And I'm guessing this is also Stephanie. I will look. It is. #Nugget. The prize is what you're doing now. Yeah, the prize is what you're doing now. And also, that's the last prize. So it's also the booby prize is what you're getting now. So we can be done. That's nice, because Laura made dinner and I'm hungry. So I just want to get to the end of this live, okay? That's called irony. Hey, have a good night, everybody, and thanks for hanging out with me as usual. I always appreciate it. You guys are great. Stephanie, you get the booby prize tonight, unless somebody swoops in while I'm chit-chatting here and steals it from you. That would be unfortunate, but I can't shut up and click the button, so your booby prize is in a precarious position, and yet nobody's swooping in and stealing it, so I guess it's yours. Okay, have a good night, everybody. I'll see you on Thursday when we commence with the next Daily Not Daily Fuel. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.